Hello, and welcome to my kingdom. I'm here to answer a question: my sexual purity journey. How did I decide, and how am I keeping it? Given that the society we're living in today, everything is sexualized. So the first thing is, I did not decide to stay pure. Yep. Well, from the beginning, I didn't. It's something that automatically happened. Probably the father was working on your girl, so she had no idea, and she just, played along. Um, what happened was, after the breakup, I just decided to stay a little while. Not just because I was heartbroken, because from a very young age we stayed on our own. So if I wanted to do jiggy jiggy day in and day out from one bed to the other, I could have done that, but I just didn't do it because it's something that I, from a young age, what I feared most was to fall pregnant. But as I grew up, I just didn't think it was right. Not from a spiritual point, but I just didn't find it right. I had no idea that there was a spiritual side to it. The breakup, it wasn't really a heartbreaking one. It wasn't. We just went our separate ways, because I knew myself as well that this relationship is not going anywhere. There was so much stories, but because of traumas, we just want to belong somewhere, and we just want to hear somebody calling us. We just want to hear somebody loving us, but they're not really loving us. So I was in that space. I stayed with nobody, not dating, not doing anything, because I just needed peace. So that breakup came at the right time, and I was looking for employment. So letting the drama go, it was me focusing on one drama. So that was it. So what happened was, before I met this gentleman, obviously I was looking for an employment. Like I said, I was at a company that didn't pay me very well. Yes, I did put myself there because of some reasons, but it was so toxic, right from the top management, owners, the workers, kissing the manager's toes, and I'm not about that. To kind of being the favorite of the manager, and I'm not about that. So what happened was, I had an interview to this top hotel that's known worldwide, and the interview went very well. And it wasn't really an interview. In my profession as a massage therapist, it's just they ask you one or two questions, and then somebody lays down, you massage their back for plus minus 20 minutes. And I massaged that manager, and within 30 minutes, the interview and the test was done, and I knew for a fact that I got the job. But your girl, she went to this dude on it was a Friday, my interview, and they were going to call me in a few days because they were still busy with other people. And in a few days, your girl went and have jiggy with this guy, okay? And what happened was, as I was waiting for my response from the interviewer, I had a knowing in my spirit that I'm not gonna get a job because of what I did. Yeah. Back then, I didn't really understand it. I didn't know that, such things can affect that part. Because I just thought, oh, well, we're dating, so why not? Came 2019, I got a good job. Remember, I had a date. Told him I'm not about to jump into the bed of fornication. And he was not into it. I think when I look back, I think that was the time that the father was beginning to work in me, because I didn't get hurt. Because if I wanted to belong somewhere, I was going to go with that guy. That old Cindy was dying little by little, but I didn't know then. And so from that night, I told myself, this is what I'm going to start doing. This is what I'm going to start saying. And then came 2020. I think it was around mid 2019 when I met that guy. I remember it was winter. So came 2020, COVID happened, had an encounter with the Lord. And then I started now to, read my Bible. I found about fornication, that our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and fornication is the sin that God hates because we sin against our bodies. So it is that serious? So then I decided, okay, so this is it. As I was keep on studying the Word, I understand how God feels about it and all that, and then there is YouTube. I love YouTube. And then I found out as well that, besides this other part from the God side, there is a demonic side to it. demons can be transferred through sex, and I was freaked out. And so I was 100% sure then that this, I'll never do it, ever. Never, ever, 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 ever. No sex toys, no masturbation, nothing. Your girl do none of that. Because I'm going to honor my husband by keeping myself for him, but at the same time, I'm honoring God with my body being a temple, and I'm closing demons out, because we're not about to be having a whole lot of demons and all that. So I started to do the soul ties breaking prayers. I did that, and fastings as well, just to break all those things, because you want to belong, you want to be loved, but then you're not being loved. You're just being used because of the honeypot. That's how I decided in the later stage, and because now I understood that, because I'm not scared of sexual transmitted diseases. It's HIV and all that. It's not something that I'm really scared of. But when I found out there's sexually transmitted demons, then that time I was like, okay, so this is more scarier than HIV. If you still have toys that you use, then you are still calling sexually transmitted demons to yourself, because you are sleeping with things that you don't see, but you think, okay, I'm just touching myself, there's no one else, and nothing like that. There is somebody else touching you. I just had to respond. I hope it helps somebody else, but that was just my journey, because everybody's journey is different. I'm just gonna love and leave you. Bye bye.